Hello everybody. Today we shall study the poem The Ball Poem by John Berryman. The theme of the ball poem is the loss of innocence and the loss of a loved one. In this poem, the boy loses his ball and then realizes the importance of the ball. His emotions, his memories, his childhood time played with the ball, all lost with the ball. He feels sad, but at the same time, he learns to be more responsible. He learns to carry his things. He learns to come in terms with loss. Because if you keep on lamenting, if you continue with your emotions, you will not grow. And the pain that you carry with a loss will kill you. It will make you more sad. Therefore, the poem tells that carry on with the loss, but try to overcome it. Try to come in terms with your loss. Don't be attached to this materialistic world because everything will perish one day and your memories are left with you. Therefore, ball is just another form where things come and go in your life, but you have to be mature enough to come in terms with your loss. This poem is about losing something which we love and then learning to grow with it. This poem is about a boy who for the first time learns and experiences loss. He loses one ball, and maybe that is just a small thing for us, but for the boy it is a very important thing. And to experience and understand and coping with it is all about the ball poem. Let's understand the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is it to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. Here in the lines, this boy, he has lost a ball. And what can he do? He is helpless there. He saw the ball bouncing down the street and then it fall into the water. There is no use of telling him that there are other balls. You can take that because he is fascinated with that very ball. You cannot replace his ball with any other ball. So the boy here faces a loss and he is not ready to admit it and to accept the loss. Maybe for the first time he is experiencing such a loss, but it is difficult for him. The ball here is symbolic and it carries a lot of sweet memories of childhood. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dim another ball is worthless. An ultimate shaking grief, that is the boy who had that ball and he saw that his ball going into the water. I cannot go and tell him, the poet says. I cannot console him because it is the first time he is experiencing that loss. He is completely shaken. He is feeling rigid. He is trembling. He is staring at his loss. And he is helpless there. The poet says that I won't intrude on him. I won't disturb him. I will not interrupt and make my own statements what I experienced to him. I will not tell him what it is because I want the boy to experience the loss. No other ball can replace the ball lost by the boy. All other ball in this world is worthless because what he possessed was the most important, beautiful ball that the boy had. And it is very difficult for the boy to come in terms with his loss. Even if I make him understand, he won't believe, he won't understand. So let the boy experience the loss he is facing. He senses first responsibility in a world of possession. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys the ball back. Money is external. Here the poet tells that the boy is upset and he is coming in terms with his loss. The boy is trying to understand the importance of keeping something, the responsibility of carrying things, the sense of responsibility. The boy is learning that if something is lost, you cannot buy that thing back. The same way people will take balls. The things that you possess in your life, it is not necessary that you will carry it on and on. It can be lost. People can take away your things. People can take away your balls. But you have to come in terms with it. You have to accept the loss. You have to learn the responsibility of keeping it with you. The poet tells the boy that balls will be lost always. Something which we possess and we admire and we want to keep it for long. It's not necessary that we will have it till eternity. And the poet tells here, and no one buys the ball back. Once things are lost, you will not be able to buy it back. Once your innocence is lost, you cannot buy it back. The boy is after a ball because that is the thing he thinks the biggest thing in this world. The day he realizes that there are other things which is more materialistic, which is more big, which is more better, which is more showy, which has got a lot of pomp and show, on that day he loses his innocence. The day the child, the boy understands what is materialistic world, that day he loses his innocence. The day he loses the importance of keeping a ball is the day he understands that he can carry on. Here money is external. Money is not everything. You cannot buy everything with money. You cannot buy happiness. You cannot buy memories. You cannot buy love. You cannot replace anything with money. That is what the poet is trying to tell here. He is learning, well behind his desperate eyes, this epistemology of loss. How to stand up knowing what every man must one day know, and most know, many days, how to stand up. The poet says that the boy is learning. Boy is learning, and we can understand it through the desperate eyes of the boy. The boy is desperate for his ball, but one day he will understand that things that he possesses will be lost one day. It will lose its importance. How to stand up? That is the core of it. The boy has to come in terms with it. He has to accept the loss. He has to stand up and say it's okay. Every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. The boy has to stand up and accept, leave the loss behind, and move ahead and understand the nature of loss. The poet here has used poetic devices like the black verse, symbolism, and alliteration, along with personification. The poem is written in unrhymed iambic pentameter. So, if you see and look into the lines, it's all black verse, followed by symbolism. The ball has symbolized the boy's young and innocent days. The loss of the ball symbolizes that he has lost his innocence. The ball is gone. The innocent days are gone. He will admire for better things. The poet has also used repetition. What, balls, balls. The poet has repeated the words, so we can use repetition as a poetic device. At the same time, alliteration, the repetition of consonants. What, then balls, halls, hall, hack. The poet has also used personification. He has personified young and innocent days. He has given a new meaning to the innocent days of the boy. The main points of this poem, the ball poem, revolves around the little boy who has lost his ball. He can buy another ball, but his emotions and memories are attached with the ball. So his ball which he possessed is more important than any other ball. So here we learn that the child, the boy, comes in terms with his loss and also understands the importance of responsibility. The central idea of the poem brought by John Berryman in the poem tells us that we have to come in terms with the loss that we face in our life. We do not have to be attached with the materialistic world. If we lose something, we have to move on. Come in terms with that. Accept the loss. This poem also teaches us to be more responsible, to accept and not to cling with something, because things will come and go in our life. But the best thing is to move on with that. Thank you. I hope you all have understood the poem, The Ball Poem. This is Donna John signing off. Thank you.